Yeah, I know a lot of people want me to review 50 Shades of She-Porn, but we're reviewing The Kingsman. Because of those two movies, only one movie has an action sequence that goes down to the song Freebird. 50 Shades has all the anal fisting going on to the song Freebird. We'd be doing that right now, but it doesn't, so we're here. Kingsman, the Secret Service. Not gonna lie, that movie makes you want to dress up, so here we are. So Kingsman, the Secret Service is directed by Matthew Vaughn. It's ultimately, imagine Men in Black meets James Bond with no aliens. If James Bond was rebuilt from the ground up for this current generation, that's the Kingsman. And it's a pretty kick-ass time too. I mean, Matthew Vaughn's given us X-Men First Class, ironically enough, because I just said it's a kick-ass time. Kick-ass. The dude has some credentials, and now he's bringing us this British spy movie about international secret agents. All gentlemen who dress really sharp. In Kingsman, Colin Firth, he's one of the Kingsmen. He finds this young kid who's got all the potential in the world, and he's a son of a former Kingsman. He's like, all right, well, come and be a Kingsman, just like Tommy Lee Jones did with Will Smith in Men in Black. Samuel L. Jackson's the bad guy, and you know he's up to no good, and they give him this weird lisp, you know, when he talks like this, you know, it's like, shit, it's just going down. I can't stand this motherfucker. I sounded like Mike Tyson. It's always funny when they give villains weird voices for the sake of giving them weird voices. I always find that strange. But in it kind of being a James Bond homage, the girl who's working for Samuel L. Jackson, her legs are like amputated and they turn into blades. I was like, that is old school James Bond. I mean, the characters are great. I love Colin Firth in this movie. I love Colin Firth kind of kicking his feet up and he's like, hey, I can be awesome. I can be a badass. I can be relatable. I feel like if kids watch this movie and they're playing on the playground in school or in the neighborhood, that is to say, if they have bad parents that let them watch Kingsman, this rated R movie, they'd want to be Colin Firth, you know, taking the umbrella, hooking the glass, flicking the glass, shattering it on someone's head. You know, this whole action sequence goes down. Some of it's very shaky camish, but I feel like Matthew Vaughn's the guy who can use shaky cam and use it well enough. The camera kept following all the action well enough to go, all right, it's shaky cam, that's okay. And this movie doesn't hold back. I mean, there are scenes where I'm like, oh, Colin Firth is stabbing that guy in the eye. Shit, folks are dying, folks. Folks are dying. I've always liked Matthew Vaughn in that sense. It's always like he just takes his character's directions where some other people will be like, I don't know if we can have Mr. Colin Firth do that, so we're not gonna have him do that. Matthew Vaughn's like, no, make it work, make it happen, because that's what would happen. There were a couple of moments of wasted potential, like the Nemesis character to our main star in the movie, who, this kid, I've seen him in nothing. I cannot think of anything he's been in, but something tells me I'm gonna see a lot more of him. He was great in this movie, and there's just like, you know, this Nemesis character when he's training and trying to become a Kingsman, and later on, you're like, oh shit, oh wild card bitches, it looks like they might go somewhere with that. Nope, it doesn't go anywhere. Just nothing happened. Kind of bummed me out. I was like, oh, that would have been cool, but okay, we go on with Kingsman. Kingsman's very self-aware too. It makes movie references and it jabs at the fact that if this was a movie, this is what would happen. I love it when movies are self-aware of the fact that they too might be movies. In the end, Kingsman had great characters, great action. I love it when all these people are gentlemen. They're so just proper. They will hold the door open for a lady and kick the shit out of her scumbag boyfriend. I love characters like that. I love people like that. I love movies like this. I can see Kingsman being this new franchise in the vein of James Bond and Bourne, and the fact that Matthew Vaughn did this movie means he will be attached to no sequels whatsoever. I will say Kingsman: The Secret Service is awesome-tacular. I really want to see Matthew Vaughn stick around for the sequels. Just for once. Alright, so Kingsman: The Secret Service. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, comment below. Let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.